All right, so for next Monday, do we want to just, for thinking over the weekend for next Tuesday, just come up with some ideas of how we want to go about or what we want to do the study on, and then we can
Yeah,
go
sure.
Tuesday. Kind
Yeah,
of
do you
make
want to do like a ANOVA test or a two sample T test or?
probably. I mean, if we're going looking at different things, it depends if we're looking at things dependent or things independent. But I wouldn't mind doing an ANOVA test with multiple, like 3 to 4 different variables.
So last semester I took this class and we did married housing in Rexburg. So we found like the differences, but you had to have at least like 4 things. So we had like with washer, without washer, how much it costs, and if it was 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom. So we had like 3 or 4 things, but
yeah, was your whole group in Rexburg?
mm-hmm.
Okay.
I took it on campus. So
oh, okay. Because I was trying to think something we could do where all of us could look at things, whether that be prices of certain cereals or different items in the areas we're located in, comparing them, or
I'm kind of curious about ammunition and how much it's going to be spiking up or down.
yeah, because I
Because
mean
of all the crazy shootings and stuff. Like I just went to Walmart and it's already gone up $1.50 just in
wow,
the past 3 days.
Wow.
So
yeah,
I'm a little curious on that, but
yeah.
you don't have to do that. I'm just a crazy gun dude. So
John, where do you live?
So I'm in Rexburg. I'm interning for Idaho Falls Power.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. So I'm in Phoenix. Sam is in
James.
Salt Lake. Yeah.
Utah, is he down in Utah, right?
Yeah, he's in Salt Lake City at BC,
Mm-hmm.
LDS BC. So I mean, we have 3 different states we could get different things from. So it might be nice to try and find something that is in all 3 with variations that we can look at.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just something to think about over the weekend and come on Tuesday talk about it.
Okay. Like, well, I just want to kind of get like a gist so I can kind of get a little bit of data.
Yeah.
So do we want to do like I was thinking ammunition, but that's just me.
Well, it could be something simple like
gas.
gasoline.
No, go ahead. I was about to say gas prices.
Yeah.
Yeah, that even varies from here to Idaho Falls by 10, 15 cents.
Exactly. And then, you got down to Arizona and the Phoenix area, and then you got Salt Lake. So we can see like the demographics, how that coincides with consumption.
Or even simple, a gallon of milk. There's a lot of things that are really universal.
You can do that. Yep, we'll think of something. But I just kind of like getting kind of gist about like what we can get, because just in Rexburg we got like 4 or 5 different gasoline stations. Idaho Falls, there's tons.
Yeah, and I work in Idaho Falls, so I'd go by at least 4 to 5 in Idaho Falls. So
same here. So
yeah, so yeah, I'm good with that, or just something kind of like that, and we can talk about it more on Tuesday.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Okay, yeah.
All right, we'll go ahead and get started on the quiz then. So question 3 says the symbol for the true population proportion is which of the following? So I said number 3, just the normal P.
What I got?
I thought it was P hat.
It's P.
Okay.
It's the population proportion.
So that goes back to the whole definition of yesterday, where the mean of P hat, the mean of P hat is equal to P, which is the true population proportion.
Okay.
I'll do the next 2 because they're just true and false. The requirement is consulting and the confidence interval are stratified. The n equals 100, p equals 0.25, and p hat equals 0.10. true and true. The requirement for conducting a hypothesis test are stratified. Yes, they are. Both of them are.
Okay, number 6. Find p hat, the point estimate of the proportion of the first degree murder defendants who are found guilty in this state. They did a random sample of 60 cases, 45 of them were convicted. So I've got 0.75.
That's what I got.
Yep, that's what I got. Okay, so it says create a 95% confidence interval for the true proportion of first-degree murder trials in the state that were a verdict of guilty. Determine the margin of error for a 95% confidence interval. Okay, I had trouble with this one because usually it says, or it uses P for margin of error, and I thought the equation, but I got 0.109 or 0.1095, which I just ended up not rounding.
I got 0.11.
Yeah,
So rounding up from what I got.
Yep. And that's what I got. I just rounded up and I got 0.11 and got it right.
I didn't, for some reason, I'm really struggling with margin of error, and I got 0.22, which is double. I wonder.
So, margin of error.
I got the formula, but I didn't have the P. What is P in this?
So I use 0.75.
Yeah, because it says
Okay.
that we have to use it for the next 5 questions above 6. So you have to make sure you use that information for the next 5 questions. So
All right.
so use the p hat for question 6 to get 0.11.
Okay.
So
0.10.
in the very first part of the lesson, it says p hat is called the point estimate of p. So p hat is equal to p, or the point estimate of p. So you can swap them. So that's why you're able to use p hat, the 0.75, to input it into the margin of error equation, which just has p.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm just gonna have to work on that. Okay.
So the lower bound, I just got 0.75 minus 0.11, which was 0.64.
Mm-hmm.
And for the upper, 0.86.
Add it. Mm-hmm. That's what I got as well. Just have to add it. Minus it. Cool.
And
If
number 10, if you increase the sample size from 60 to 80, what do you expect to happen with the confidence interval? I'm saying it's decreased.
Mm-hmm. That's what I got. To conduct a hypothesis test for one portion, 2 requirements must be met. Suppose P equals 1/2. What is the smallest that can be both requirements still be met? I always think just add a 0 on the bottom, so I got 20. And same with the next question, is to conduct a hypothesis test for one proportion, 2 requirements must be met. Suppose P equals 1/10. What is the smallest that can be both requirements still be met? I just add a 0 to the 10, got 100, got it right. I don't know how to get it. I've always just put a 0 on the other end, and because it comes out to 10, so I just times that by 10, and I've always got the other 0. So I don't know if that's correct or not, but that's how I think of it in my mind.
It is correct because the equation you use is number of samplings times p is greater than or equal to 10, and it will always be 10. So whatever your fraction is, you're always inversing it, and so it'll always just add a 0 on there. It will always work.
That's what I got.
So, and one thing I've kind of noticed with all of these, Lester, is all the concepts that we initially learned, none of them have changed. They're just changing our variable. And so all these concepts still follow the original rules or concepts we discovered with all of these, and it just happens to change the variable.
Okay.
The next question, water quality study reading. About 60% of microinvertebrate water quality indicators have historically been associated with good health. Researchers suspect the water quality in their area has decreased. They conduct a hypothesis to use a significant level of alpha equals 0.05 with the following hypothesis. The null hypothesis is equal to 6, and the alternate hypothesis is less than 0.6, or 0.6 and 0.6. They collect new data with a number of samplings of 80 and a mean of 38, or X is 38, indicate good health. What the condition for conducting a hypothesis tests are satisfied? I said true.
That's what I did as well.
What I got. And 14 p hat, I've got 0.475.
That's what I got.
That's what I got as well. Find the test statistic, negative 2.282.
That's what mine came out to.
Okay.
What is the p-value for the test? So I put negative 2.82 in and shaded the left-hand side because we were looking for less than, and mine came out to 0.011.
That's what I did as well.
That was negative?
Positive.
Okay, because I just used the chart that they said to use, and that's what it has too. But
You can do that too. Yeah. Okay.
So 17.
Yep.
I rejected the null hypothesis.
I did as well. Cool. 18.
And
go
there
ahead.
is sufficient evidence to say that the water quality is decreased.
The last one, correct?
Yes.
That's what I got as well.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, look, save all of them and enter. Oh, look, guys, we got 100%. Woo! All right.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and put this up on the instructions or the collaboration board. Is there anything else that you guys had to discuss?
No, just think of ideas so we can get a NOVA test. And I want to do this sucker sooner than later so we don't have to stress out when it comes to finals and stuff and blah, 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 blah. If we all do just our old little thing and come together, make a Google sheet, it's probably the best bet. That's what I've seen in the past. Just if you just do a Google sheet and just implement all of them, and then we should be good to go.
Okay. I'll go ahead and email or I'll text message James to let him know our thoughts so he can have a couple ideas as well for Tuesday.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Well, thanks for doing this to me, guys. I appreciate it.
Ja, alles Gute zum Geburtstag, mein Freund.
Danke.
Enjoy your birthday tomorrow.
Thanks so much. You guys have a good night.
Good night.
See you later, guys.